Good morning. My name is Sydney Devine. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska. I am here in Krasnodar at Kuban State University studying Russian language. Come see my class. I guess first I graduated from Grinnell College with a major in Russian, and I wanted to continue to develop my Russian language skills. So our school has the Mohan Award, which they offer to all of their graduating seniors that have studied Russian. I mean, I live with all foreign students, so I'm meeting people from all over the world, and that part is great. I love culture. I like to learn about other places. In the classroom, sometimes I do wish that there was more Russian, like, with the accents. We have so many different accents that can make it hard when you're listening to another student pronounce a word a certain way and you want to copy it, but maybe it's not the correct Russian way to say something. So that can be hard. Also, it's difficult to make friends with Russians because I'm always with international students and we all speak English, and I'm here to learn Russian. So that's been something I'm working on, going out and meeting Russians and trying to speak Russian with Russians rather than speaking English with all the international students. So we're at a park that's near the university, and we're headed straight over here to the Ferris wheel. I started ballet when I was 11 in Anchorage, Alaska. And when I was 13, I was offered a scholarship to study at the Kirov Academy of Ballet in Washington, D.C. So I went there for the next 3 years, where all my instructors were from the Vaganova School in St. Petersburg, Russia. And they all spoke Russian, and the whole school was very Russian. And so I was introduced to the culture, and I learned a couple words like how to show, and if you heard that, you knew you were doing something right. And so that's where I was first introduced to the culture. Then I quit ballet, I left, and I had nothing to do with Russian until I went to college, where I started studying Russian language my first year there, and I really liked the department, and I really liked what we were reading and everything. So I stuck with it and graduated with a major in Russian. I really didn't know all that much. I had read about World War II somewhat, so I knew a little bit about the history of St. Petersburg, and I knew a lot about the ballet, the history of the ballet and the history of composers in Russia. And so that was my strongest background, was ballet. I'm really happy here. I really like it. All the time. To get to the center of the city, I take it, or to go shopping anywhere. It's really convenient to hop on, and you don't have to wait on traffic. The tramway routes are separate. Well, in Alaska, our public transportation isn't very good. We do have a bus system, but it is notorious for always being late. So here it's nice to have the option between a tramway, a bus. There's also marshutkas, which are small little vans. They cost a little bit more, but they're very fast and they can skip routes if no one needs to stop. So the public transportation here is very good. Krasnodar is I really like to live here. I've met lots of very friendly people. I found the city to be very friendly. If I'm lost, it's very easy to ask people for directions and a lot of times they'll walk me to where I need to go. I absolutely would. It's a different culture. There's so much to learn about the history of Russia and the culture. It's just a very different experience, and I think it's only helped me to grow as a person and to help me figure out what it is I want to do in the future and what I want to do with Russian language skills. And I think Russian language skills are important for everyone. Everyone should know how to speak a second language, and Russian is a great second language to learn. Thank you for exploring with me. I had a wonderful time, Ricardo. Spokojnej noc. Good night.